Please keep it going for Nira, our dirty dancing MC thing. It appears that winter has arrived. I think we've reached the end of hot girl summer. And now I believe we're beginning big boy winter. I have a feeling that big boys are going to be in high demand this winter because we warm as fuck. As a matter of fact, my Hinge and Bumble profile has been blowing up like the last 2 weeks. There's all these skinny women trying to use me for my body heat, my body heat. I've got some great news to share with everyone. I've been working really hard this year. I'm hustling. I'm putting in the work, and I'm down 10 kilos. Yeah. Thank you very much. The best part is I'm up 150,000. Just playing. My dietitian asked me what my weight loss goals are. I told her I'd like to get down to 100 kilos. At 100 kilos, I won't blow away in the wind, relevant to Netherlands. I can win a street fight, relevant to Rotterdam. And I can get laid and get the job done, relevant to me. I've been reading in the news a lot lately about people all across the Netherlands that have discovered they have hundreds of unknown brothers and sisters. And as I read this news article, it occurred to me, this has to be the absolute worst way to discover your father was a doctor. Yeah? See, my father was a truck driver. That's not so bad, right? Well, he was a truck driver who liked to use methamphetamines. Not so great. I would have loved if my father had been a doctor. See, in the 1980s, it was apparently commonplace for Dutch fertility doctors to use their own sperm for patients. And this must be the most Dutch crime of all time, right? You got to pay good money for sperm samples. Why buy when you have your own supply? Yeah. Cheapo creepos, man. Cheapo creepos. And you know, he knows his DNA is good, right? After all, he is a doctor. I'm not sure if Dutch fertility doctors were ahead of this trend of locally sourced, seasonal, organic, no preservatives. I'm not sure you can classify this as farm to table, but I'm sure of one thing. This fresh. We have any Dave Chappelle fans in the audience tonight? Any fellow Dave Chappelle fans? No? No? All right. Well, I feel very fortunate a few weeks ago to see my hero live in Amsterdam. Did anybody happen to see his most recent special on Netflix? Yeah, it was good, right? It was very controversial. There was even protests in Netflix. And it got me thinking, what do you call a father that identifies as a mother? Transparent. What do you call it when those parents get a little busy? Transaction. I thought I'd start out my set early on with the transphobic dad joke. Well, trans mom joke, sorry. As you can probably tell by my accent, I'm American, AF. And I'm actually here claiming asylum. And that might surprise people. See, I lived in Germany for several years before. Where are my Germans at? Germans? Okay. So I'm actually here in the Netherlands as a comedy refugee. I'm from a part of America called Appalachia. Have you guys heard of it? Yeah? It's beautiful there. It's beautiful, but it's very troubled, just like me. I'm from the part of America called the Blue Ridge Mountains, like in the song Country Roads. You guys know that song? Yeah. All right, if I lead, will you guys join me in singing that song together? I'm counting on you, okay? All right, here we go. Country roads, overdose, poverty, racism. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. I'm not sure if I can go back after I tell that joke, but it's always going to be my home. It's true. I do identify as an Appalachian American. And I just want to let everyone in here know up front, my preferred pronoun is y'all. I went out on a first date with a lady recently, and it was real nice. But she kept going on and on about how all the problems in the world are due to men. And, I can relate with that. I can empathize. I know a lot of dirtbag men. I know myself. But it started bothering me after a while, and I got emotional. I boiled over. I said, bitch, who made these dudes? Needless to say, it went great. Yeah, we're currently looking at moving in together. We got some things in common. She hates men. I hate myself. So that's a start. So that is a foundation. She says she's into some interesting things like CBT, which I'm hoping is cognitive behavioral therapy and not cock and ball torture. Yeah. I am into personal growth and development, but I do have my limits and boundaries, so hashtag pray for Tito. You know how they say that every kind of porn that can exist does exist? Well, I've got this one particular kind of porn in mind that I'm pretty sure it exists, but I don't want to Google it. Well, I'm fairly certain it exists, but I refuse to Google it. Better. See, there's a lot of men today walking around, a little chesty, kind of bros that could wear a bra, maybe even a push-up bra. And this kind of porn, well, it's, how do I put this gently? It's dudes getting titty fucked. Oh yeah, I heard a shock factor. You guys never thought of that before? Well, see, you're welcome. That's my job. I'm a stand-up comedian, a joke pusher. My mind is a dark, dark place. See, my name, ladies and gentlemen, is Tito Leibowitz, but in the streets they call me Tito Titty Fuck. Oh, you see it now, right? Just. How does this work exactly? Is it the fingers, ladies? That's how this goes? I'm new at this. Trying to figure this out. See, that's my favorite part of this joke, is that I want everyone to Google man boob titty fuck after the show. I want man boob titty fuck to trend on Twitter, or on Google, sorry. Or Twitter too. Fuck it. I need some help with that, okay? Have you guys been watching the show The Apocalypse? I just binge watched Omicron to monkeypox back to back. The show is wild, I got the threat of nuclear war with an obviously senile man on one side. We had plague, then war. There's a princess locked away in a tower, fearful of bandits. Hell, the queen just died. Every season gets more wild than the last. And I think after COVID and then monkeypox, we can all agree on one thing. I suggest we all take a hiatus on eating ass. An ass fast, if you will. A butt Ramadan. Welcome to my TED Talk. So what I'm suggesting here is we all do intermittent ass fasting for 12 months to see if the apocalypse stops. Yeah? Who's going to join me in my campaign to stop, or to ass fast, to stop eating butt? Who's going to join me? Yes. You're going to join me? You're going to join me? All right. Somebody's a holdout. There's people that really like eating butt out there. And you know the worst part about the apocalypse happening now is all the work I've been doing on myself. I stopped drinking. I started volunteering. I started being less of an asshole. I started embarrassing myself for the amusement of strangers. What do I get for all this self-improvement? The fucking apocalypse. I should have kept doing coke and banging hookers. Though obviously not in that order. Coke dick. I'm Tito Leibowitz. That's my time. Please tip your waiter and don't do heroin.